Should they demolish Green Lantern? This is something I've thought about for quite some time now. And should they really demolish this attraction? I know the park president has said that they've been wanting to get this ride back up and going for the 2019 season, maybe even the 2020 season. But is it really worth it? And at what cost? At what cost is it going to take to get this ride comfortable for people? And is it worth it, or is it worth it to just demolish it? This ride has been kind of sitting stagnant here for, I believe well over a year. So, it's not really valuable to people that are coming here, and spending money on a ticket. And, I know the park says that they have 20 roller coasters, or they're going to have 20 roller coasters once West Coast Racers opens up. But, out of all those 20 coasters, eventually 20 once West Coast Racers opens up. But out of those 20, how many of those are actually enjoyable, and how many of those are actually up and running? This is one of those coasters that hasn't been running. The park shouldn't just keep it just to keep that coaster count. If the coaster's not operational, it's not making you money, and it's not really a draw to the park. When this attraction was built, they did do some really cool things with it, and it was a first. We hadn't seen a ride like this, and everyone was excited to go on it, but a lot of people, including myself, didn't really enjoy this ride, as it was just very, very uncomfortable. And yeah, you can tell that this area has just been, with the elements. There's a lot of rust everywhere. There's even some rust on the track. So, before this even does reopen, if they want to reopen, there's going to be a lot of work to be done just to kind of spruce it up to be ready for park guests. Something that's been on the table that I've always thought of is they should demolish this attraction and replace it with a more efficient attraction like the S&S free spin coasters that they have been putting in their other parks around North America. They are more efficient, they are more reliable, and they are way more comfortable than this particular model right here behind me. So I wonder if that was ever, a decision or something that they've thought about, but I would more or less push for that versus kind of fixing what this is, because it's just, again, I don't think it's an enjoyable experience, and I don't think it's wise for the park to try and spend money on making it comfortable when I don't think that'll be a long-term fix. The park has a great relationship with S&S, and again, like I said, they've been putting those coasters in other parks, and people seem to really like them. So I don't think that it would be a real big issue if they would just replace this with the new S&S free spin coasters. I totally understand that the park wants to keep their 20 coaster count this year for 2019, but I think it is a good sacrifice to make to just go ahead and take this one out and replace it with something else. And you can get that 20 coaster count later on. I don't think having 20 coasters is something good to say, especially when not all those coasters are enjoyable, and especially one behind me is not operational. Just judging by the space, I don't know what else would go here as far as coasters are concerned. I mean, you could put another family coaster here with a small layout, but if they do want to keep their thrill ride count, again, an S&S Freestyle would probably be the best option just for the space, because it is pretty tight. We have Batman over here, Riddler's Revenge right behind it, and even Tidal Wave right behind it, which again is another attraction I think they should replace for a brand new water attraction. But then you have all this space back here that they can kind of revitalize and rework for something brand new. And another thing I can think of is maybe taking out Tidal Wave and this attraction and then just building one big new fantastic attraction that's completely new for the park. And I think guests would really like that. I guess we'll see what happens to the ride in the coming months, if not maybe the coming year. I hope the park makes a good decision. They might reopen it, they might not, but if they do end up demolishing it, I wouldn't be disappointed with that, because I'd be excited about something brand new that comes to the park that would be, again, more efficient for the park, and people would want to come and do it. Versus this, I don't know how big the draw is to ride Green Lantern. What are your thoughts on Green Lantern? Go ahead and comment down below on if you like the ride or not, and also let's talk about some possibilities of what else can go here. Like, what do you guys want to see in the spot if Green Lantern was in fact being demolished? Go ahead and let me know down in the comments below. So yeah, it's just food for thought, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, don't be afraid to hit the subscribe button. I have brand new videos every single week. And don't forget, if you're already subscribed to the channel, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll know every single time I post new videos. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time in the parks. Bye.